Okay, so now we're going to look at some possible ways that your tattoo machine might be broken. So before you jump in and presume that your tattoo machine is broken, you want to just double check that it's all set up correctly. Make sure that your clip cords are correctly in the holes, and make sure that your contact screw is touching your front spring. Okay, if it's not touching, then the electricity cannot get to your machine effectively, and it might seem that it's not working. Another thing that you must need to check is that all of your jacks are correctly in the holes. Your machine jack is in the machine hole, and your foot pedal is correctly slotted into the foot pedal hole, as well as your power supply power is connected into the wall. Okay, so if all of that is working well and your tattoo machine is still not working correctly, then you might have to look at some other possible reasons. Okay, so the first reason you might find is you might find some oxidization on the contact points. Okay, the contact points will be here on the rear binding post and maybe up here on the contact screw. Okay, so you need to look out for some oxidization, and you need to remove this. Some wire wool, maybe just give it a nice strong brush, and this will remove any oxidization. Give it a good clean and make sure that the contact points are kept clean. This once again is the contact spring and the contact screw and the rear binding post. These are the most crucial areas here, so that when you clip on your clip cord, you get a good connection, so the electricity will flow through to your machine very well. Another possible reason it might break is looking at your power supply. You need to look at your power supply and your cables here, okay? Your cables at the bottom. So if I unplug a cable here, one reason it might break, you notice I unplugged it using the metal part here. When you unplug it and plug it back in, you want to be using this metal part here. I don't want you to pull on the cable, okay? Don't be pulling on this cable. I want you to hold it like here. Because if you pull down here, there's a chance that, if we look inside, okay, we'll see this connector here. This connector might break, and then the electricity will not pass from your power supply to your foot pedal or your machine very well. This connector here, it might become loose and even break. So yep, you want to check that every now and again to see that it's in good working order, and make sure that you maintain it well by plugging it in the right fashion. Finally, another reason you might find that your machine is broken is you might have a bad capacitor. Your capacitor is the area between your two coils. You'll find it round about here. Okay, this is a very complicated fix, and the only way to really test this is by having a whole different coil and capacitor system that you can troubleshoot it with. So you'll have two, and you'll see if this one's faulty, and if you put another one in and it works, you know that this one is a faulty capacitor, and then you can replace it with a new one. So that's a few ways you might find if your tattoo machine is broken and how to fix it.